Welcome back to If You Don't Know Now You Know TV. Um, if you see on my screen, you see this thing called Claude Monet, which my wife took me and my niece to see this experience. This experience was about the famous painter Claude Monet. As you see this in Washington, D.C., he was a painter that painted over 2,500 paintings in his life. And I wanted to bring this up because there was a lot of things that I saw that night, that day, how he was very into his paintings, of course. And as you see here, this is one of his famous ones called Everything You Need to Know About Claude Monet's Water Lilies. So he also had that. Um, and he had many, many more, which I won't go into that because it was over 2,500 of them. But another thing is, I did some background on, so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, okay, um, you know me, I'm looking for signs of the Lord and things of that nature, and I don't really see anything that I've seen a lot of God's creation, but I didn't see anything that was leading me to believe that He recognized who He was, what He was painting was a creator that painted it. So, in looking at that, I did some research and saw some things, right? And I saw, um, well, this is what I saw before I go there. I saw some things about his beliefs, right? And his beliefs were basically he believed he started out as a um, Catholic. That was a baptized Catholic, and with that, when he talked to my wife, her background was that she said they would baptize babies, and I read it. It said they will baptize them to be members into Catholicism. Um, which we know who believe that you still need to understand the gospel. As First Corinthians Paul said, "What I know is that Jesus, all I know is Jesus crucified." So we need to understand Jesus being crucified, and also that He rose from the grave, and also that He's God. So a baby, an infant baby, can never understand the true meaning of the gospel. So when I was thinking about this, though, um, I looked at some things and I thought about him in a sense, and I came across this verse. Is thinking about this. It says Romans 1:25, who exchanged the truth for God for the lie, and worship and serve the creation rather than the Creator, who is blessed forever. So this verse is saying they exchanged the truth of God for the lie, right? Not believing in Him, and then it says, and they worship and serve the Creator rather than the creation rather than the Creator. I'm sorry, who is blessed forever and ever. So he had over 2,500 paintings, right? I don't know if this shows any of his other ones, but this is, I believe, him here, and it's the famous painter everybody knows is Monet. So he kind of lived a life full of painting and seeing all these glorious colors, and he was involved in all these things. But at the end of the day, it didn't amount to anything but leaving on earth paintings that people enjoy. But for his own life, it says that he became an atheist, um, which is a sad thing because I think he started doing this in 1855, and then Darwin the atheist started talking about evolution and around that same time frame. So Darwin's, understanding of evolution and spreading that was around the same time that he was around. So I don't know if that played an effect in his transformation or not, but it's ironic how both of that what he was growing in his profession and all those things to his faith, he also was around the same time as Darwin was about evolution. And it was just really it's really sad because my niece, she's like very, very young, and just going to middle school. She said, he did all this. We had a wasted life. And one thing God doesn't want us is to waste our lives. It would have been okay if he was painting them for the glory of God. He understand what created all these things, right? Because that he believed the lie, and the lie that he believed that there was no God. although he saw all these beautiful pictures and he painted them every day, he saw grass and lilies and he went to London and painted all these things, but he did not believe in the creator. So it's a sad story that people can leave things on this earth and then when you really find out about them, and he is known to be an atheist. But even that baptized into Catholicism as an infant really is not truth either. Unfortunately, um, and they have this. And just think about this. Then you have this big thing about you in Washington D.C. Experience the joy of Christmas through Monet's World of Colors. Get your tickets today. And right now, if he didn't turn his life, we know that he's separated from God. So just a little tidbit for today. Just to let you know if you didn't know about him. Very talented guy. As you see the experience, it's really a dope experience, but it was all in vain if it's not done for Jesus, right? So just wanted to share that if you didn't know. I know we all know about Monet's paintings and of things of that nature. So, but now, if you don't know, now you know. TV, I'm out.